Okay, guys, can anybody hear me, admins?
Yes, loud and clear, brother.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so let me unmute Michael first. Anybody can unmute Michael, please?
Yes, he should be able to speak now.
Hi, Phil. How you doing?
Michael, great. Okay, so let's just give a few seconds before I crack on with talking. All right, then I will start. So, oh man, 3 crazy days. So, okay, so let's do a few minutes talk and then we're going to go step by step. This video is also recorded from myself. I did Health. I did, by the way, everybody, Health is not admin from this group. I made him admin because he needs to share some screenshots or something. So he will be only admin during this AMA. Now, first thing, how the AMA going to be, I'll talk for a couple of minutes. Then I will ask Michael to give us all the new updates, what's going on, whatever he needs to say. Now, after that, I already have over 10, 15 screenshots with questions, but I believe most of them probably will be answered during the Michael announcement. And now, if they are repeated question, Michael, please answer them again if needed. Next thing, after that, at the end, after I ask all the questions, we're going to ask everybody who want to ask any questions. We're going to pick up, as it depends how many times we have, how much time we have. We're going to pick up a lot of people to ask questions. Please do not ask the question who are already been answered. And also, of course, please be polite and don't be arrogant. Now, first thing also I want to mention, I put a list, by the way. Now, this Telegram, a lot of people ask me if this is Stable Fund Telegram. No, this is not Stable Fund Telegram. Please remember that. I'm a YouTuber, so this is my own Telegram. I'm just hosting with AMA with Stable Fund, what I did 3-4 months before this. Now, next one, regarding the questions. I want to say, thank you so much for everybody who joined here. Thank you for all new members. Feel free to stay after the AMA. If you want to stay, great. If you don't want to stay, that's your own decision. This Telegram is for bringing some passive platforms where we all investing some crazy money. We're losing money. It's just DeFi space. Next thing, you need to understand that I'll put some disclaimer here. What is very, very important. Everybody think I'm paid. So I'm not a member of Stable Fund core team. I'm not affiliated with Stable Fund. I'm not being paid for any of the promotion. I'm just investor like yourself, okay? And this will be all recorded, like you can see, for information reason only. So also everything what I'm saying here is not financial advice. And Michael going to confirm that I don't have any affiliate Stable Fund. Okay, number 5. There we go. Oh, the last thing. Admins, thank you so much for the crazy work you did for the last 3 days. I know it's been an absolutely crazy. I see so many negativity and toxic, and also a lot of people who are excited for the V2 upcoming and the news, what Michael going to say. So again, stay positive, everybody. We are in the same boat. I'm just an investor like yourself, and I'm waiting for all the updates from Michael going to say. Michael, feel free to speak.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Phil, for having me on your channel. And I apologize for all what you've been through the weekend, and also to all your admins. This was not my intention. My intention was to do a fair AMA and not on my channel, because people could have said that we are blocking people, we are answering people who we want to answer. That was the only reason that I wanted to host an AMA on a common median. I would like to address this AMA to start with giving you some history of where things started at and telling you what went wrong and how we are overcoming all the issues. First and foremost, I would like to apologize each one of my community member who I have been a bit rude to under the circumstances which I was in. And this again comes to just being of human nature, because I have had to deal with the same people who used to thank me every day and respect me so much to send me messages with death threats and etc., etc., that does take a toll on a person, and it did on me. But obviously, my statements and my actions are taken very different than what the others are saying to me, and I understand that because I'm liable for the funds which you people have given to Stable Fund for investments and make money on that. And you guys have all the right. And I say you guys, I mean, the community has the whole right to be upset and angry. But in that moment when it happened, all of a sudden, it was too much on pressure on myself, even on my mod team, which we could not bear. And this was also one of the reasons that last week I made a decision to stop the chat, because with all of that going on, I could not rethink or recollaborate or view a solution to whatever has been going on. I had to come very clear mind where I could have focused just on how to bring Stable Fund back to life. Now, having said that, that doesn't justify my actions. And as I would also request you guys, I've been, it's like how you speak to your family. We at Stable Fund were like family, and all of us were speaking to one another as family. And you don't expect family to speak to you like that. From my perspective as well, it was very wrong. And I do apologize for the same again. But also from not everyone, but some of the members, and was tragic to hear things which they had to say. Now, keep in mind, Stable Fund has done good for people. There are people who've actually made a lot of money with Stable Fund. There are people who were just compounding religiously, didn't make money. And there are people who just came in and Stable Fund got shut and they could not make any money and just made a pure loss, even of that 3% fee. Having said all of this, I want to again say one thing. Trading is based on what capital you have. You guys need to understand, when I launched Stable Fund, I've always said this in numerous of my AMAs, I would say all of my AMAs, it was never planned to be launched for public, right? So the smart contract which we had was exactly the same on day one and carried on till the end of Stable Fund. It was never changed. During that, obviously, we were trading on unblocked funds. That I personally believe was a big mistake which Stable Fund made. When you're dealing on unblocked funds, you don't know what you're trading on. And at the time the balance was stable, it was good. When the balance started dropping, the traders didn't know what they were doing. And the last 3 days before I shut down Stable Fund were only days that we've made loss. Now, in my personal view, I think I did a good decision by stopping this, because at least the funds are there. The funds are not gone. If I would have not stopped that, that meant that the team was losing the funds, and which would have meant that there was no way possible to have the funds back. Now, what we have here is today, which I would like to address. And I'm going to start with the following. A few community members have been emailing exchanges such as Mexi, Binance, numerous others. I would not like to go in more depth, and asking for blockage of funds and calling Stable Fund a scam, which I understand. They're angry, upset, and they have the whole right to do that. But you have to understand, again, the procedure on how Stable Fund worked. When we took the money out for the third bot, I always told you that bot trades USDT. I had to exchange funds through Mexi to convert, whether it was BNB withdrawal, whether Matic withdrawal, whether BUSD withdrawal into USDT, right? It was the same way funds went to the third bot, got traded. We were collecting funds. Everything was there. Fiduciary wallet, again there. There's no lies on any of those things. What happened when we had to give you refunds? There was a certain amount of, obviously, BUSD lying, BNB lying, Matic lying. We started refunding with that on first come, first serve basis. The rest of the money, and then I took a trip to Japan because, again, I would like to address this as well. I was dealing with not just yourself, I was dealing with my traders, all the other people I have employed. I've told on numerous, we were team close to 50 people. We still are at this point. I had to make sure that the team stays, because if the team doesn't stay, there's no stable fund, and then there's no me. So I was not there to rug anyone, and I'm sure you guys have seen what rugs are. The websites are gone, Telegram groups are gone, people are gone, there are no updates. That's what a rug is. So I understand you guys are upset and angry, but there is a big definition difference between what a rug pull is and how stable fund has treated the situation. I know I haven't done 100% the things they had to be done, but definitely I have not rugged anyone. Additionally to all of this, you guys have sent numerous emails, and when I was trying to transfer the funds back. Now, again, some people would say, I'm just hosting this email, AMA, just for this purpose, so you guys try to rectify your mistakes. No, you have to hear what I have to say next. So obviously with Mexi, with Binance, whatever you've written the emails, you guys know yourself, like you're the community people. I'm not saying everyone's done that, but some of them who've done that know what they've done. And that has indeed caused a repercussion that they have not released the funds over to us when we were swapping. So what do we do now? We were stuck in a situation, and we are in fact stuck in a situation. So what we as a team have done is, I've always told you, I come from money. That means I had money before stable fund. It wasn't that stable funds paying my bills, etc. We are launching our own coin, which is a stable coin and pegged to $1. It's going to be called SFUSD. Okay. And this is our own coin pegged to $1. It'll have liquidity on day one. There's no problem in that, right? What we want to do with this coin is only the coin which is going to be, people are going to be refunded in it. They do not need to worry or panic that they won't be able to cash out, etc. We'll be launching it with few pairs like USDT, BUSD, ETH, and USDC. So people will have enough liquidity on the exchanges which we're going to be launching on, etc., to pay it out. The other thing I would like to address here is the pointer, which people have been talking since yesterday, that I have put the reset button just to buy more time. I clearly have not done that from that intention, because I'm not buying any more time from you guys. I'm coming up and telling you what the solution on the table is, and this is how this is going to run. Is that a lot of people were messaging us that they've made the wrong decision by pressing V2 and they want to push refund. A lot of people were messaging us otherwise that they want to press V2, but they end up pressing refund. Additionally, after my AMA, right, there might be some more decisions. Some people would be big believers in us and say, okay, these guys are going to do what they are saying they'll be doing, and say, we want to go to V2. Some people will think otherwise, that no, we don't believe in them. We don't believe in their coin. We don't believe in anything they're saying. And we want to go to refunds. So this has been done solely for the purpose of full transparency given to the audience, because when we announced last time we'll be doing a V2 or we will be doing refunds, we never announced the whole mechanics behind it because it was too early in the stage. We didn't know what's going to happen, and we had to restructure the whole thing. So this is what we've done now. Additionally to that, I would like to host some points which should be clarified here. People who are going to be migrating to V2 are going to be getting the 20% value of their compounding rewards as well. S-Rockets holders will be given, instead of 3%, 2% in SFUSD coin, which is again going to be a stable coin pegged to $1. Again, I have funds blocked on exchanges right now. Okay, those are just because of the mere emails which have gone out. Exchanges haven't told me that, but they've asked me for proofs, etc., which only lead me to believe that's the only cause, because it's never happened in the past. So I'll clarify that bit as well. So we are backing this by our own funds, okay, to make everyone get paid out, and we only have our own coin in future. So any supply issues, any looping issues, nothing can exist. Additionally, again, as I said, S-Rocket holders will be getting 2% instead of the 3% which they were getting. We will be paying 1% per day, Monday to Friday, which means on a calendar day of 30 days in a month, it's going to pay 30%. If it's 31 days, it's going to pay 31% a month. And we would start the whole V2 and the refunds on or before December 15th. It can be before, but I don't want to commit something. But I will be giving my community constant updates as I used to before. The reason why we are doing this on December 15th is because obviously teams building the smart contracts, not just for staking, but also for the SFUSD coin. We have to be listed on various exchanges. We have to have liquidity in there. We need to have all sorts of things in place like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, everything. So it's not a launch which you guys think it's just a Mickey Mouse launch, which has just been done in haste. Again, previously when I started Stable Fund, it wasn't meant for public, but the way it went out of my control. And this time I'm not going to make any mistakes, which I have to come back to you guys, which is my community, and say, guys, this went wrong. I'm not leaving any room of error in this. Again, on the debit card launch is going to be on the first week of December. And what I will be doing now is also telling you that we will only be trading spread bet accounts and MT4 accounts. Crypto in the current market is too volatile for us to deal with. On top of volatility, there is also big issues when we are trading on exchanges. A lot of exchanges are these days holding two funds, not giving withdrawals, etc. Don't want to be in a situation where that happens with my community, and there has to be no breaking point in this, basically. Addition to that, now I would like to forecast some screenshots, which I want to tell my community honestly is what's happened. I had a few questions which were asked about the UK caps, right? And the domain name going out and stuff like that. Now, Hells, if you could just bring up the PDF document which we had the contract for when we were doing
the last
caps,
one that
please.
you sent me, right? The mixed
Correct.
taxi thing. Okay.
Yes.
And guys, please note I am sharing this with my camera for now, but on the recording I will have that nicely re-edited for you so you can see everything clearly. Okay. Let me share my camera right now. So is it clear? Is the camera coming through?
It is coming
Yes,
through
I
now.
can see it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Hells, we can't see it like that.
You can't see it?
Okay, Phil, I'm going to do this. Are you on the computer, Phil?
I'm stuck in don't ask where.
Okay.
I'm on my phone.
Any of your mods who are on the computer?
Yes, Reach. Yes, Reach.
Can you send me, Rich? Can you
RICH.
send me a hi? Can you send me a hi on my Telegram so I can forward you the files? That way we can show to people with full transparency what's happened every step.
I think I can forward if you send to me,
Okay,
maybe.
Phil, let me
over
forward
the
it to you. Let me forward it to you.
Okay.
Hells, can you forward everything to Phil, which you
Of
were to
course.
showcase? Yeah?
Yes, I'm sorry.
All the files, please. Yeah.
I will edit everything, no problem. Okay, let me get you the files.
Sorry. And so I'll just go on till the time we are receiving the files to be received. That this mixed taxi advertisement had actually scammed me. Okay. I had paid them the money. We had the contract in place. And those first set of pictures which were received by was received by them only. And then when the community, and I just forwarded those pictures on, even if you go to the back of the chat, you guys will see that. As soon as the community started saying this is mocked up and stuff, I tried to confess the guy. He just deleted his Telegram and just went off. Now, what I did was, as sometimes as a leader, you have to take steps that I said, okay, about that, I have been scammed. I didn't do the right due diligence on the person. I will make this right. And obviously, I didn't hire the whole 500 taxis, but I hired certain good amount of taxis, not just 4. The 4 were video casted, but a lot more than 4. I also went through a lot of regulation checks. That's why it take a bit longer, because when you have to go through an actual process of vetting yourself to black cap companies, you have to take certain approvals from TFL, which were taken. And that's why it took time, and we launched that campaign. That campaign was definitely launched. But the first one, I was scammed. I'm going to share that agreement with you guys. I'm sure Health has already shared with Phil, and his team members are going to show that.
Here can see
Showcase
PDF
on the screen share. And you can see the wallet address there as well, which they'd asked for payment, and backdate it to see if that amount was paid to them on that date or not. Because obviously, as you know, blockchain, no one can lie. That's what maybe you will see that I'm not just being a liar to you guys, but even sometimes I get scammed. That was one of the things. So Rich,
do you
that's
want me
Rich
to
Grill,
send
right?
every thing to Phil?
Yes,
so
Hells.
he
If
can...
you can't forecast this, I do want you to send everything to people so they can, because
No
this is why I
problem.
asked you
Shoot
before
them.
the call, brother.
No problem, brother. Okay, Phil, you have all the files now.
So Phil, if file by file, the PDF file, which has the name, I'll tell you what. Which has the name scan 1708 2022. If you see that one, if you can forward that to your teammate who can screen share that from the computer.
Scan 1708. Okay.
Correct, that one, please.
I think 1708. Okay, I think I just shared that, but I think it's the same. Give me a second. There we go. Shared 1708. Is this the one?
You've shared that to your person or in the group?
No, in the group.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can share it in the group. Okay, so people, you can see that. That's the file which was there. You can track the wallet address and see if the payment was made as well. And that's the clarity on the black cap kind of stuff, which people were really asking for. The second thing I would like to do is, obviously, I've always said to you that I'm trading, and I always trade my own funds as well through my traders. So I'm going to send you 2 files, one of an MT4 account for yesterday's trades and one for a spread betting account for yesterday's trades as well. So you guys know that I've never said anything which is not possible. We average 2 to 2.5% between that on an average a day. If you can forward the files, Phil, which have account 1 and account 2 mentioned on it.
Yep, I'm doing right now, and I'll pin them.
Okay.
Okay.
So those files, I've hidden the account name, I have accounted the account number, I have hidden the service provider. Only from the point, because I don't want people or community members emailing them and stopping, because these are FCA regulated platforms. They receive one email from anyone, they're just going to block the whole thing up. So I don't want to block the future of stable fund with any of this thing. Right now, another thing which people had concern was, some people said, oh, we've just seen the front of the card, we haven't seen the back of the card, right? And here I've sent picture, I mean, Hells has sent you a picture for the back of the card as well, Phil. If you could please put that to the group.
Doing right now. Okay, shared.
Additionally, you can send the box picture as well. The box picture had errors from the company who's providing that. That was nothing from us. So we reached out to them when the community informed us. And again, we were not with our full mind there. So thank you for you all pointing that out. We forwarded them, they've rectified that and sent us the new version, which we've also posted. Now, again, I'll tell you, if you guys remember how law had been working this Codego D from, which was not Codego, but a MasterCard provider. It had been a nightmare to get someone to agree to crypto stuff and all of that. Now, there's a screenshot which is being shared with, but Phil, I won't like you to put this screenshot out there because I don't want people doing the same thing which they did. Okay.
Okay, I'll show right now.
But you can see that everything which says that you could read out to how people were writing emails to them and how this messed up the relationship with them as well. But I had to really plead them and beg them to understand the community's sentiment and carry on with this thing. So what I want to imply by this is that we are doing things, we have made some mistakes. When I say we, it's myself. I hold full accountability of that I launched Stable Fund in a rush situation where it wasn't meant for a public domain. And all we have to do understand is that I need support from you guys as well, because if you block the moves, which I'm doing for, and I'm not saying again for everyone, but some of the community members who are doing this, they already know that they are doing it. And I'm wanting them to support us and by extension support themselves by not putting such things out, because we are trying to do something for the community in the right way. But if our moves are blocked, and even if say people are saying, okay, we want to call the authorities, we want to call them, we want to call this, we want to call FBI, we want to call CIA, whatever you might feel, you have to understand intent is one thing which is counted in law, okay, and that never changes. If the intent is right from day one, you can go fight a case and you will come out clean of it, right? My intent's been 100% on point from all this time. And this is what I want to communicate to people, that again, I could have come today and said, okay, people have written to exchanges, they've blocked funds, you guys have to wait. I'm not going to do that to you anymore. I'm putting my own funds at stake by backing the stable coin, okay? And I am refunding everyone, whoever chooses to take the refund. I'm starting the V2 version with 30% per month, with 20% of your compounded rewards being carried on. And I genuinely think it was a fair decision to put the reset button, because a lot of you might want to take refund instead of the V2, and a few of you might even want to transform to V2. So I had to give this open channel for people to decide. Once again, I apologize from my heart, from my soul, that there are certain things which I did was not right in the way I behaved with you all. Not that I did something wrong with your funds or anything like that. We were always trading. That's never been a lie. So also the trades will now be shown twice a week. We will be doing video forecast twice a week from live screen where traders are trading to show you how the trading is going on. Now keep in mind, the tradings is only Monday to Friday, but obviously we make a spread on that because I'm offering you 1%, but we do average 2 to 2.5%. Henceforth, we can give you 30%, right? And we will be showing you every trades. I won't be promising you these sheets which I've sent you, because these sheets sometimes can get into a negative, and I don't want people to start trading themselves, because if you have this sheet, you're seeing what the traders are doing. So that is again something which my traders would also not allow me to do, but I will live screen share twice a week, which is going to be a Tuesday and a Thursday of every week for you guys to see it. Now, if I'm traveling for some reason or something, I will still have someone do it from my office and send all these things over to you. Again, I apologize. And now, Phil, feel free to ask me any questions you might have, and we can go them one by one.
Okay, it was a long one. I never hear you speaking so long. Thank you so much for apologize. I like that, to be honest. and I think that's a very correct to say. Now, before I go to the questions, I just want to summarize what you mentioned. I just write down something on a piece of paper again. So just to summarize, so we have a debit card coming on. Okay, we know that, but everybody are interested for the refund. So you are going to launch your new stable coin, what will be backed by the dollar, and you're going to be providing your own pretty much liquidity, what I'm assuming will be in millions. Now, everybody going to get their money back on or before around December 15 or after December 15. So how long is going to take the refund?
No, so the refunds are going to start from on or before December 15th. So whenever the V2 launches, okay, which can be either, say, for example, 10th of December, 12th of December, it has to be before 15th of December, right? The refunds are going to start with a script simultaneously. It's going to be in parallel that the refunds are going to start. Not that we're going to start the V2 and we will get people to wait for refunds. It's going to start simultaneously.
And how long do you think will take?
Now, that's up to a script. I can't answer that right now, Phil. Again, people are going to hold me accountable. Reason for that is we've got a new reset button, correct?
Correct.
Now, if more people tend to migrate, then the list becomes bigger. But we will try to run the script as fast as humanly it's possible. And we will put it out there and people will see, because it's all going to be on blockchain, that people are getting refunded.
Okay, so as I understand, I will get my money back in your stable, or everybody who requests, and then you can transfer. By the way, just to make clear for everybody,
Sure.
You can, as I understand, so you get your stable from Michael, so stable coin from stable fund, and then you can just easy swap it for BUSD or USDC with no issue, and you can withdraw BUSD,
BUSD,
USDC.
USDT, USDC, and ETH. These are going to be the pairs we are launching with. And yes,
okay,
that's truly correct.
You forgot to mention one thing. How long can we claim every day, and how long the funds will be locked?
Okay, so the funds are going to be locked for 9 weeks, which is 63 days. Okay, you will be able to withdraw your rewards once a week. Every time you withdraw your rewards and you put the money back in, which we call compounding, is going to have another 63-day block on it.
Okay, good. So we cannot compound every day. Okay.
No, you cannot compound every day.
Okay, my last question, what I have in my notes is, if you get the funds what are freeze in the exchanges, if you get them unlocked before 15th of December, are you going to be able to give back earlier the money to the people?
See, this is a company, right? I cannot come here and say something that I'm launching something and then tomorrow I go and resurface the whole thing. And this is what everyone has to understand. This has to run as a company, not on a comfort level, one-on-one person, correct, Phil? So what I have to do is, if I've made a decision, we're going to be doing that. But it is my promise, as I've come here now and put 20% rewards as well towards the V2, once I get that set of money, I'm putting that money straight in trading, and I'm going to be giving you guys bonuses on top of that. It's going to be straight up. That's going to get you additional bonuses. But if I say to you today that I'm launching an SFUSD coin, which is actually I'm backing it up by $1, and then tomorrow I say, okay, now I've got USDT back or BUSD or BNB back, now I can refund that. It's going to be a total mishap. The company won't be able to run like that, because it's going to be too much accounting going on of what's going, because then we have to stop the SFUSD coin, and then we have to start refunding people in BNB, Matic and stuff. This has been done. All of this thing which we've done, and we are recollaborating the company, is for such a solid future that no one can break.
Okay. All right, fine. I don't have any more questions we get. I'm starting with the questions from the community, by the way. It's from all these questions, what I'm going to ask Michael, most of them are being answered, but Michael can also pretty just maybe answer again if needed. I did a screenshot for all the questions. I'm going to share one by one in the main chat, just to know that I do not pick up my people.
Can you post on my personal as well? Because your chat is going so fast that I'll be hardly able to see them.
Yeah, I think that's the best. Okay, let me do them. Give me a second. I will send you.
You can definitely send the same thing in the group and to me, so people think we are being fair to them. But if you can just put.
Okay, there we go. I send one to you, Ray, and I'll forward to the group.
Yeah, best question to us. Why have the funds taken so long if all the funds were available in the block, the Matic, the script have been? Okay. So I believe I've already answered this question, Phil, but again, I'll answer this question. So as I explained, that we used to send the funds out and convert the funds through different exchanges, because I've always told you the third bot takes only USDT. So if, for example, we withdrew in BNB, Matic, or BUSD, we had to convert it into USD to take it out. Now your refunds were to be taken in the same way, because I have to give you BUSD for BUSD refunds, BNB for BNB, Matic for Matic. And the way we were doing that, we were getting the funds back in. But some of the community members definitely stopped that move by emailing different exchanges. And this is off a public record. Those kind of things are going around in different YouTubers' chats as well. So you can pick it from there. And that has definitely caused hindrance in that. We haven't got the funds back yet from them. We are writing to them continuously every day. Whatever they're asking from us, we've been replying to them. So that is the reason for this.
Okay, next question I sent to you. And also I'm pinning all the questions, by the way, for the members. You can see the open.
Hope those good questions involve the blockchain transactions ID that he's moved millions with. Again, I have moved close to what was left last is 15 million, I think, approximately 15, 16 million. If you guys can see, out of that, I've given some refunds out for about $6-7 million. The rest of the money is still lying in between some wallets. I keep moving the money from different exchanges, wallets, etc., just for security purposes. I've said this numerous times before, and the answer still remains the same, because there's no lie in everything which I say. So that is the answer for that.
Okay, I send you the next question. We have a little bit 3 questions. However, I think you answered the first one, but go ahead, read it, please.
Yeah, it's again the same thing, but I will answer it. Why I've moved funds to Mexi and Binance, which is sex, without telling us it's our money. I've never told you that it's my money to start with. I've always said it's your money. But I always told you when I was withdrawing funds that I'm moving the funds around. So I really would like to recalibrate this question, to be honest, because it's not that I didn't tell you I was moving your funds. I was. Now, if you're asking about after effect, then I've even answered that I had to convert funds back into certain currencies to pay you guys back, because we were always using USDT towards the third bot. You still have funds in cold or hot wallet. I'm happy to say which one, and instead you refuse to refund. Now, I have to be very equilibrium to every person in this community. The funds which we maximum have access to right now, after all the blockages, I think $6-7 million, which is not enough to pay the community. I'm liquidating a heavy chunk of my Bitcoins, which I have always said to you guys from the beginning, which is my trading core, which has been going from 3 years, and putting the liquidity behind the SFUSD coin just for this part. So every can be refunded in one go, and everyone can be migrated in one go. You said 2 to 3 peaks. Again, this is the same answer, that we are coming up with the SFUSD, and you guys can have your refunds in one go with a liquid coin and go and sell it for your USDT, BUSD, or whichever coin you might trust. Next
okay,
one, Phil.
I'm sending right away. Give me a second. It's not easy doing on the phone and outside everything. Don't ask where I am, which I cannot tell you. There we go. I send
Here's
you.
my question formally written on 19th July. You shared a farmers. We've tracked that person and confirmed that is not you. This question I won't be answering as of now. I have been given some legal advice not to answer this question. So I know this question has been hitting in a different groups on different terms, but this is the question which my legal team has asked me for now not to answer, but definitely I will be answering this question to you guys in near future as well.
Okay, very good. This one have a few questions. I just pick up number 3, 4, and 5.
Again, I've answered this question, Phil, I believe, because it's the same question really, that 3 weeks, and then I again said 3 weeks. Obviously, I had said 3 weeks initially. I went to Japan. I told you guys I was visiting my traders, because those are most important people for me to have on board. Otherwise, there's no stable fund. And just because of that, when I came back, I was changing the funds out to pay you guys as promised. And as I said right now, certain emails have jeopardized that situation. So that's the reason we have again recollaborated the whole company, and we are doing the best in interest of everyone in the community members, so we can just get this resolved for once and all.
Okay, 2 more questions from one guy there.
No, the Avarice group, I would not know this, but I do for certain know this, that they had approached me about a week and a half ago asking if I could prioritize their refund. So I don't think they have been refunded yet.
And there is one more after that.
So again, obviously we are rewarding, not extra rewarding, but we are rewarding you with the 20% of compoundings which you people had. And additionally, as I said, once I get the funds back, which are stuck on various exchanges, I will definitely put that to special trading, in the sense like separate trading. Again, I would take the word back, special trading, separate trading, and then I would be taking funds out from them and giving you guys bonuses on top of that.
Okay, I send you 2 nice questions there, and that's the last from number 1 question. I have number 2 now.
What is? Just ask him, since there wasn't a bank run on Matic because of the so-called loop issue, why is it subject to the same refund as the other contracts? Bank run on Matic, because the refund basically was calculated by a set formula, and that was for all the contracts, whether that be Matic, BNB, or S-Rocket. So that's the answer for that.
Okay, and one from Lisa. You have, you want, I think I send you, she want to see, I want to see proof of losing trades for 3 whole days, which stopping the protocol.
Now, that's not a question, that's a demand in terms, I would
Sorry,
say. But again, I will try and speak to my traders, get the reports for that, and get it to you, Miss Lisa.
Okay, good. I'm starting with number 2. So I have few more. Let me see. There we go. This is very interesting now. This is more for number 2. Give me a second. I don't want to send to different groups and they freak out when I'm sending there. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, don't send stuff to other people, man.
Okay, I send this to you now. There we go. From James Diamond.
What measures will be in place for stablecoin to ensure its claim bulletproof? V1 stop. If we were allowed to purpose multiple questions per person, my second would be, if the worst does happen with V2 and it was shut down, there will actually be a more robust plan. No, so exactly, James, this is the thing that the whole thing which I've explained to you with now 63 days lock. With this, we actually know how much we can be trading with weekly rewards going on. So definitely we made a bulletproof thing already. And I will be definitely sharing a lot more information as it keeps coming from my devs and also the team behind the trading. Also, I would like here to say something, Phil, out of the questions, which is, when I launched Stable Fund, as I said, it was not for public. My dev team did not even know my trading team, right? They never worked together before, because they worked together behind the scenes for just the bots. But this front end dev team had never worked with them. So this time is the first time they're working together, and they're making sure that there's no mistake made in whatever we are giving you in V2, because V2 is going to be the final version. There's not going to be another version of Stable Fund like that. And this is where we are coming out and telling you that this version which we are making is bulletproof, and hence we are asking you for time up till 15th of December for a launch, because we don't want to do anything in rush, which again, we do something and make a mistake in rush and then come back and apologize for that. We don't want to apologize again for anything. We want to be all happy as a community, as my devs, as my traders, and we all move forward with this, I would say, bad days which has come to everyone.
Okay, I send you a few more, and I have, after them, I have one more left.
Which one? This one? Okay, this one is one other question for Tuesday. Can you ask him? He's still going to make good on the live demonstration. I've already answered that again. Yes, we will be showcasing. We will be showcasing the live trades twice a week with screen share. So it's going to be on a Tuesday and a Thursday of every week. Now, question for V2: how confident are you from 1 to 10 on that launch happening December 22. So I've answered that. It's happening before that. Made a decision on the daily trade reports. Again, that has been answered. So the question regarding if I'm going to introduce a maximum withdrawal that is $10,000 a day or week, no, I'm not going to be doing that, because the way we've made this already with once a week reward and stuff like that, we don't need to do that. And again, liquidity was never an issue with stable fund. It was that we were trading with unlocked funds, and that was a big factor. But it was such a way in the contract that I could never change it unless I had to stop this whole thing again. And I only came to realization of that as a human. Even I made a mistake when I saw such big withdrawals happening, like $2-3 million going in 6-7 hours, and traders' trades were going left, right, center.
Okay. Do you have more questions? I have one more left with few questions. Sorry, I sent you repeated question, but I didn't know how many you're going to answer on your starting point. There, I send you one with few questions. That's the last one. Make sure you read it and just answer whatever is not answered, please.
So the whole thing you want me to answer, or just two, where you put the 2 points?
No, just pretty much. I took screenshot from all that because there's so many questions I'd be asked.
Okay, so how does your vision for S is different with BDC potentially going to 10K? How will that affect SFV2? Let me just read through it first so I can then answer it in one go. Yeah. Okay, so see, first of all, BDC going to 10K or SFV2, whatever's happening is not going to affect this, because we're going to be playing with only stable coin. The reason for playing with stablecoin is because we'll be only trading on MT4 platforms and spread bet platforms, which do trades commodities and SP 500s, etc. Right? So the point of BDC going to any price or anything going to any price is not going to be counted. Will the same crypto be used? No, it's going to be SFUSD, which is going to be used. And I've already announced this as well. No, it's not going to be a 3% fee. It's going to be a 2% fee. Around with that, is the same team in place? Yes, same devs and same thing. People are in play. What are some things that get you excited about SFV2? Everything which is going to get me excited is now you guys. Now you guys have to motivate me, because obviously I'm a motivated person, but I will be honest to you, my morale did go very low during these last few weeks. And I want your support to put my morale back so I can go very aggressively, because I know some people, you guys see that I'm aggressive, I'm very rude and everything. But I think being aggressive on certain ways in life is a good thing, and on a certain way of communication is a bad way, which I've realized. And thank you all for putting me through that test and making me a better person. Okay,
great. And I think that from all that question I just read, I think he's asking one who is not answer is the dev team is the same like the V1?
I said this, it's the same. Yes, I
correct.
said the dev team and the dev team and the trading team is all the same. Nothing has changed.
Okay, it's no auto staking, or you say that 3% fee, it will be 2% fee for S-Rocket.
Correct.
And he mentioned for the debit card, when will be available, and do you need KYC? Just to confirm, for the debit card, we need a KYC, correct?
Pardon me?
Just to confirm, for the debit card, do we need KYC?
Yes, for debit card, you need KYC. So basically on the platform, you will have a tab like exactly you have right now for Transact, right? Where you can go and buy crypto from with your debit card and stuff. Same thing, you will have a tab which is going to open up. And then if you want to order your card, you have to do your KYC.
Okay, great. All right, Michael. I don't have any more questions.
But we don't need KYC for V2 or anything like that. So it's going to be exactly the same as V1. We will only need KYC for the debit card side of things.
Okay, amazing, amazing. All right, so let me pick a few folks who want to ask questions. Let's go with Samuel. You please unmute yourself. Samuel? Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is the 20% they're going to give on the bonus. When you're going to calculate that on the date of the version 2 launching or on the day that the contract was stopped?
It's going to be on the day where the contract was stopped. and it's going to be forwarded to you guys exactly in your wallets for you guys to start trading with V2 on the day of launch.
All right, that was my only question. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was nice and fast. Next one, Gerardo Saporosi. Allowed to speak. Go ahead, please unmute yourself. Gerardo Saporosi. Okay, next one.
Hello, can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we can.
Oh, well, I would like to thank you very much for the whole explanation, which I appreciate very much. My question is a little domestic. Are you planning to launch a new app, or are you going to use the current application?
We will
Thank
use
you.
the current application only, sir. And thank you so much.
Do you have any more questions? Okay, thank you. Next one, let's say who some crypto. There we go. Please unmute yourself. Crypto, please unmute yourself.
Hello, Ray. I have two questions, please. First one, you
Sure.
said our funds were stuck now on exchanges like Binance and Max. From what I know, for exchanges to freeze your money, they need a court order, which is not very relevant of what you have just said. And also, my second question is, let's say I have a 25K refund of BUSD. How much I will get? I will get this amount in what form of coin or something like that. Can you
Yes,
elaborate more?
sure. I can elaborate. So, for your first question, whether the funds are stuck or not, the funds are stuck on MEXC, some of them on Binance. I don't know if they need a court order or not, and I'm not saying they've frozen the funds, but they're not sending the funds back to me. They've asked me for certain proofs of how the funds were acquired and stuff like that. Now, I'm also assuming this because then I've gone and seen in some various groups where people have been writing to particularly those two exchanges which is holding on the funds that, oh, please block this fund, it's coming from this ID, etc. So I'm assuming as well. I'm not saying that exactly they're holding because of this reason or not, but if we can rectify that, that will be great. And I will announce that at the end of the EMA. Second question which you had was 20. If you have a say refund of 25,000 BUSD, you will get 25,000 SF USD, which you can go and then exchange on any exchange which we'll be listed on towards BUSD, USDT, USDC, or ETH.
Okay, I have a last question, if you don't mind,
Sure.
please. Since you have pure intention of not lying on us on each and every single details, as you have said, the matter of the passport is very much indeed concerning.
I have
So,
said that, sir. Sir, one second. I will answer every question of you which you have. Okay. There are
okay.
certain questions when you get legal advice, which you would go by your lawyers. So I will refrain from answering this question if any you were to ask or anyone to ask, because that's a legal advice given to me for now.
Yes, but my main concern, you have said to us that your intention is not to lie on anything, but you have used some other person passport.
No,
I understand
I
this.
will not accept this. I will not deny this. Again, I've said I have to only, this is the question, brother. I cannot answer to you because I'm legally bound. Please, I hope
Okay,
you understand that.
okay, I understand. So now, let's say we are now on 22 of November. We still have 3 more weeks and no further delay of any matter of or any more or any unprecedented. I mean, 3 more weeks, and you can't say
Uh,
or something like that, right?
Listen,
yeah.
this is why I've come with a bulletproof plan, because if I had to come and say if the exchange is going to release the money, yes or no, dependent on that, I'm not doing any of that. I've told you the problem, but I've also got the solution, which is not going to be delayed at all.
Okay. I'm going to mute you, crypto. Next one. Who do we? Victoria. There we go. Go ahead, Victoria. Unmute yourself, please. Victoria, unmute yourself, please. Okay, we're going to the next one then. Let's go to who is Victoria, let me just mute you. Next one. Okay, we have Jake P. Unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Michael.
Hi there.
You obviously started this conversation, and you could hear it in your voice. You're very rattled. You've grown as this has gone on, and it's just I'd like to just thank you. Keep the head down. There are people in this community who really appreciate what you're doing, regardless of how it may look at times. So take care, man.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I'm going to mute you. Okay, next one. We have Shiba Light Panther join. Go ahead, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
I just want to appreciate you for the work you're doing. I invested and I've never gotten my money out, but I know how the road to success can be. So I just want to appreciate you for all the work you're doing, and I'm waiting to go into V2. Thank you very much for making
Thank you
life
so
better
much.
for everybody outside there. And I know for those that have gotten their money and those that are yet to get, I know you will still do everything properly. So I just want to encourage you that you should keep on the good works. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Means a
Thank
lot.
you very much. Okay, next one. We have Crypto Fist. Crypto Fist, go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
Oh no, just thanks for the AMA. It was asked and answered, so I'll move on.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Next
Thank
one, we have Sam K. Sam K, please unmute yourself.
Yes. Hello, Chris.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have just two questions. V2 will be giving 1% daily. Does that mean that's 5% a week, making it 20% per month? Or
No, it will be 7% a week, and it will be consistent to be 30% a month on a 30-day calendar month, and 31% per month on a 31-day calendar month.
okay, so I get it. Then on the part for withdrawing once a week, is it like from Monday to Sunday you withdraw once, or the contract will be calculating that you withdrew, then
I will be announcing this exactly on my next AMA. I'll be hosting weekly AMAs on my own platform now onwards. I will be announcing that on my next AMA, because this is a matrix which we are still deciding whether to give payouts on a Friday or a Monday.
Okay, thanks a lot. Lastly, like people who have been rugged before, I will really appreciate that this is not a rug. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me just mute you. Okay, next one, we have Crypto Omar. Go ahead, please.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Hello, Michael.
Yeah.
Hi, Crypto Omar. How you doing?
All is well. I just wanted to make sure of one thing. If we can take like a specific math example. So supposedly I have 10K as a refund, as I mean, like as an initial capital that I can refund. I will get 20% on that, like per month, or on it's compounded, or what? Like, can you give an example, please?
So, for example, if you have, say, 10K, right, and if you put in 10K in the platform, you will be getting 3K every month, but a bit more because you can compound weekly. So, for example, you're going to be able to withdraw your profits once a week. And once you've withdrawn your profit, say if you're putting that profit back for your second week of trading, you're actually putting, say, 10,000. I would say in a week, say if you've made 500, just an example, you're putting 10,500 back into the system, which is going to be start trading on 10,500, then 10,000, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand. I just meant, Michael, for those who waited, like who had their funds already there and will enter V2, you said you will add some rewards for that?
Yes. So what we're doing is basically, say if you started with 10,000 in your V1 version and you were at, say, 20,000, right? You will, firstly, what we announce is we're just going to give you your initial capital back. But what we are saying now is we're going to give you 12,000 instead of your 20,000 back. And that's the 20% rewards you're getting.
That's nice. Okay, man. Thank you a lot, and keep up the great work, Michael. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Michael, I sent you a question I totally forgot to forward to you earlier. The guy asked me a couple of times. I will mention also in the group.
So total funds SF has is in region of about 75 to 77 million. And how much are you refunding in total and how much will go to V2? Now, that again can change. I don't have the exact numbers on my hand right now, so I won't be able to answer, but I can surely put this answer up in my group shortly.
Okay. All right, let's pick up a few more people. Roland, unmute yourself. Roland, please unmute yourself. Yeah, go ahead.
First question, you didn't mention the date when debit card will be available to apply for it.
It's going to be available first week of December. So on or before, say December 7th, it's going to be available.
Okay, so next question, how much did you lose those 3 days?
So we lost close to $6.3 million on those 3 days in total.
Okay, thank you. Now another question. So I had initial 43K, yeah. Now at the time it was stopped, it was almost 75K. Now my question is, so before the stoppage, I should get, let's say, almost double. Now, because you lose those 7 million, if you spread to all these 12,000 accounts,
yeah.
So if you spread all those accounts, it seems that, you know, when you get all your money back, it should be enough to give us a little bit more than just initial.
Definitely. And this is what I've said is that I will definitely be, once we get the funds back, we will be putting it to trading and we will be giving bonuses to everyone who's stayed with us and supported us.
Oh, okay.
But I cannot comment on what amount or percentage that's going to be right now, because the reason is I don't know when that's going to happen. If that happens tomorrow, say 10 days, 20 days, 24 hours. No. So I won't like to comment on that right now.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, no, my question is, so let's say I opted for refund, so I'll get my initial. And then if I don't go to V2, let's say if I don't go, so will I get anything else or not?
No, if you're not going to V2, you're not getting anything else. You're just getting your refund back if you choose for refund.
Okay, any more questions? Because we have a few more people waiting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, can you please, whoever I'm asking to speak, can you please just maybe put 1 or 2 questions? Just don't ask more because we have few people waiting. Thank you. Okay, we're going to the next one. Bob. Bob, go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Michael. Thank you for your work. You just killed it, and it was very helpful, a lot of explanation. I've prepared a lot of meme and stuff to support you, and can't wait for the Telegram group to be available. You have any ETA on that?
It's going to be opened up within 2 hours of us finishing this AMA here. All the groups, Telegram, Discord, everything's going to be opened back again.
Amazing. All right. Thanks a lot for your work, mate, and I can't wait to hear you with a better voice.
I will be back, sir. Thank you so much for your support.
Thanks, Bob. Okay, Michael, how much time you have usually, just to know?
I think if we can wrap up, say, in the next 12, 13 minutes, so it's going to be an hour, 15 minutes worth of AMA, because I'll be hosting weeklies on my channel, so people will get weekly updates from now on.
Okay, so just to confirm, guys, their chat, Telegram, Discord, everything will be open after this AMA, and they're going to have AMA every single week in case you don't have your question asked now. Okay, let's go. We have 10 more minutes. Let's go to Driven here. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, hi, Michael. Rupesh.
Hi there.
Yeah, hi. Which coin we will get the refund? BUSD or your stable fund?
You will get refund in SFUSD, but you could immediately cash that out on any of the exchanges which we'll be listed on, because we will support that with a lot of liquidity. So you will all, and it's going to be a stable coin as well.
So any reason that stable fund coin, because we invested in BUSD, so we expect that in BUSD refund.
Yes, there is a reason for that, which I've been explaining for all this while, and I'll explain it to you again, sir. is the funds are blocked. But what I'm doing is now I'm looking after the future of stable fund, right? Because we cannot edit things every time. So what we want to do is we want to make it a bulletproof system, and that's why we're doing it with our own coin, which is going to be a stable coin. So the company can have a greater appreciation, and it's going to be able to pay off everyone because we are putting our own funds back. And as I've mentioned, this is also a stable coin. So whether you invested in BUSD, you invested $1, right? It was pegged to $1. This is the same thing, it's pegged to $1. As soon as you get it, you can go to the exchange and change it to BUSD.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Any more questions?
Additionally, I would like to add that, Phil, to this thing.
Yeah,
If you
go
go
ahead.
back to my AMAs, you would say that I've always quoted that yes, we will be launching our stable fund coin, because a lot of people were asking that, why don't we launch our own coin and do the thing our way? But since now we got the opportunity to re-collaborate the whole company, that's what we are doing, and launching the own coin, which is back to $1, and it's exactly the same thing which a BUSD or a USD does.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have few more actually left. Okay, let's go to callers. Go ahead and unmute yourself, please. Callers.
I
No.
thank the team
Yeah,
for.
go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I thank the team for having organized this AMA. It was very helpful and it answers a lot of questions. One. The second point, what are the options for those who have opted for refund and want to join in version 2? And second one, can we retain SRocket as SRocket or that will also be changed? Thank
So
you.
answer to your first question is that we will have a reset button live on the website where you chose refund or migrate to V2, going live by tomorrow this time. And then you'll able to be resetted. And once you press the reset, then you can choose to migrate to V2 or choose to refund as you wish. To your second question, SRocket is going to remain as it is. And it's instead of it getting 3% of the deposit rewards, it's Hello.
Are you here, Michael?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Okay, it was like a little bit lost in the connection. Do you want to finish that?
I'll repeat that answer. So basically, your first question was how can you go to V2 or go to refunds? We will have a reset button go live on the website where you selected the migration to V2 or refund before by tomorrow this time. Then you can actually press any of the buttons you wish to, whether you want refund or whether you want to migrate to V2 again after pressing the reset first. Second of all, SRockets are still in place. The only difference is instead of 3% rewards, they're going to be getting 2% rewards.
Okay, good. Let's get 3 more people, and I think we can wrap up. Okay, let's go. Andrea Castillo. Go ahead, please, and unmute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, so this might be a silly question, but so you're gonna return the money back in like stable funds own stable coin. So
That
is
is
there gonna
correct.
be a swapping mechanism, or is it gonna be on certain exchanges we can exchange
So
it
it's
to?
going to be on at
Because
least 3 top exchanges, and you will be able to exchange it on 3 top exchanges. Out of 3 top exchanges, 2 exchanges do not require any form of KYC, so they're as good as being on a DEX.
But are they because the US is a lot more strict for crypto, so because I know you said Binance for a lot of things, but the Binance in the US is different than Binance
No,
outside.
I'm not saying we're launching on Binance. So this is what I said, because since there's no KYC on the top 2 exchanges, which I'm saying to you, you wouldn't be having any issues whether you're in US or China or India or UK.
Do you mind sharing the exchanges so people can
I
start setting up
cannot,
the account?
definitely I cannot do that right now, because the last thing I want is community reaching out to those exchanges. I'm saying not you, but some of them, and just spoil the deal there as well. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. Sorry.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you so much. Okay, two more people, and let's pick up two questions. We have a few more. Okay, JB, go ahead and unmute yourself. JB.
Hey, Michael. And hey, Phil. Thanks for having me. Hey,
Yep.
so appreciate all the feedback, and Michael, I hope you hanging in there. I know it can be tough taking all this heat coming from you, but I do want to clarify two things. One, I came in around, I think I'm day 21, and I think now it's been 40, 45 days.
Okay.
Is there be some kind of comp for those that have been, didn't reach the 28-day mark and basically got netted 3%, or that's what I'm trying to figure out.
So definitely, as I said this before as well, JB, that we are waiting for certain funds from certain exchanges. As soon as they're given back to us, we're going to put that to trading, and we will be compensating people who are staying with us in V2. For people who are applying for refunds, as of now, the mechanism stands same for everyone, that they're going to be getting refunds of the amount minus the 3% that they invested. And for the people who are continuing to V2, we are offering them a 20% on top of compounding what they were compounding. So I don't know if you're doing the V2, then yes, you're getting the benefit of those days. But if you're not, then no.
More question, JB? Okay, thank you. Next one, let's pick up. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to. So do we take one more, because I have
Yeah.
to give some statements. So I
Okay,
need to speak.
one more. Yeah, let
Sure.
me get one more and we can finish. Matt Thompson, go ahead, buddy, and unmute yourself, please.
Hello. What is going to be done to ensure that this new stable coin is always worth $1?
So that's going to be with the liquidity of the exchanges. You guys will be able to figure that out from day one and see that people are able to cash out, there's liquidity, etc.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Michael.
All right. So now I would like to inform everyone that we will be opening all our groups within the next 2 hours. And additionally, I would like to request the people who have sent or not even sent emails to exchanges like Mexi and Binance to send, if they can send an email. And this is again to help the whole community, and telling them that if they can release the funds which they are holding, and also CC us at refund, which is REFUND, at stable funds, which is STABLEFUNDS.app. We'll put this note in our group as well later on at the stage. And this is again just a request, but it's entirely upon your decision. I won't be forcing yourself, because I've already come up with a solution. Those funds come back, we definitely give you a trading bit percentage as on that as a bonus. Again, Phil, thank you so much for having me on your channel, and I apologize to yourself, all your mods, and everyone for all the hassles and questions and things you've got in the last so many days. I apologize once again.
Yeah, listen, no worries. I think we handle very professional. I ordered some pizza for Santa Claus and for the whole admin groups here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the members who joined. Feel free to stay. Also, again, just don't forget they're going to open their AMA in stable fund, and also they're going to their groups in the stable funding, and they're going to have weekly AMAs there, so you can ask all the question what is not been asked. This will be pinned this AMA in the next 5 minutes. Thank you so much, and I'm
we will
going
share
to
the
go.
recording of this AMA on our channel as well. Thank you, Phil,
Perfect.
and thank you
Excuse
to
me,
the team.
guys. Sorry,
Yeah, go
Michael.
ahead.
Crypto Phil. Sorry,
Yeah.
I have one question which wasn't asked. I think, will there be a cap for investors, for the number of investors for V2, or it's uncapped?
No, since obviously we've made the whole matrix so strong, Omar, and because of circumstances of how the funds have been stuck and everything, we are opening it to everyone, than just being anything but it's like if it's a savvy investor or not savvy investor, we've made our protocol so bulletproof this time that it cannot be breaking.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about it.
No
No worries.
worries.
Thank
All
you
the
so
best,
much.
everybody.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye, Michael. Bye, everybody.
Bye.